warm welcome to the Neet aspirants of this year, 2020. I'm Alvin Sunny and I'm a first year MBBS student of Calicut Medical College. So this is a session being conducted as a part of our Ncore Neet model being conducted by Imprints organization. So further details about this organization can be accessed by our link in Facebook or Instagram. So the topic I'll be discussing today is topic 11, in which I've divided the subjects physics, chemistry and biology into three main chapters. So let's first look at physics. So the topic for physics is thermodynamics. It's an important chapter. We've learned it very well, I know that. So let's look at the question. So the question is, an ideal gas is taken through the cycle A, B, C, A, as given in the figure below. I provided the figure below. So if the net heat supplied to the gas is 5 joules, the work done by the gas in the process AB. The process AB is option A 3 joules, option B 2 joules, option C 5 joules, and option D 4 joules. So please look at the diagram carefully and try to answer the question. Let's just look at the solution. I hope you've gotten the answer, you've managed to crack it. So the answer is option A, 3 joules. Let's look at the reason why. So first let's look at the process BC. So ABC, in the process we have to find work done at AB. So first let's look at, let's analyze the entire work that's being carried out. So our work done at BC, we know that BC is an isovolumic reaction. Volume is 0. Change in volume is 0. Therefore, the work done at BC is 0. Let's look at process CA next. So the process done, the work done at CA, it's taken place at an isobaric condition. Therefore, the pressure is constant, and the work done, we can apply the equation P delta V. So what's the value of P? The value of P is, in this is 1 bar, and the value of delta V is VA minus VC, volume at A minus volume at C, which is 4 minus 2. Yes. So work done is 1 into 4 minus 2, which is 2 joules. The work done at CA. So we know that the cyclic process delta U is equal to 0. So, and applying the first law of thermodynamics, I hope you've understood this. Delta Q is equal to delta W plus delta U. Delta U is equal to 0 because it's a cyclic process. And delta Q is equal to delta W. Delta W is the work done at AB plus the work done at BC plus the work done at CA. So we know that the delta Q is just the net heat supplied to the gas, which is 5 joules. So 5 is equal to work done at AB plus 0. Work done at BC is 0, we know that. And the work done at CA, which is 2 joules. Therefore, by applying this equation, we can see that clearly the work done at AB is 3 joules. Therefore, the answer is A, 3 joules. Now, we hope you understand. So let's look at chemistry. So chemistry, we'll be discussing P block elements, groups 13 and 14. So before doing that, let's look at some important topics. I just glanced through these topics. It's well mentioned in the NCERT text under different headings. Let's go directly to the question. The question is, which of the following statements about H3BO3 or boric acid is not correct? Option 1, it is a strong tribasic acid. Option 2, it is prepared by acidifying an aqueous solution of borax. Option 3, it has a layered structure in which planar BO3 units are joined by hydrogen bonds. And option 4, it does not act as proton donor but acts as a Lewis acid by accepting hydroxyl ions. Please read through these and try to find the answer, the option that is not correct. Please, I'm emphasizing, please read the question carefully. The question is not correct, it's the question they're asking for is not correct. So identify the incorrect statement. Let's look at the solution. The answer is option 1. I hope we got it. So orthoboric acid, we know that orthoboric acid or H3BO3 is a weak monobasic acid. Please note, soluble in water and in aqueous. The boron atom completes its octet by accepting hydroxyl ions from the water molecule. This equation has been clearly mentioned in the NCERT. So please, I'm emphasizing once again. Please do read the NCERT textbook before referring to other texts. Therefore, the functions of boric acid are similar to a Lewis acid and not as a proton donor like most other acids. That's it. So let's now look at biology. So please let me say 360 questions are from biology. It's a very important subject, especially for NEET aspirants. Therefore, as my experience of writing NT model Neet for the first time, I was the first batch to write NT Neet model. I really understood that we have to refer to the NCERT text before any other book. Most of the questions are directly lifted from NCERT text, and these questions are also framed from the NCERT text. And of course, previous year questions is a must. I highly recommend looking through the last year's paper. So let's just look at the questions. So the question is, a cell is plasmolized after being kept in hypertonic solution. What will be present between the cell wall and the plasma? So this is a very common experiment. The diagram has been mentioned in the NCERT text. Let's look at the options. First is isotonic solution, option A. Option B, hypertonic solution. Option C, air. And option C, hypotonic solution. So the answer is B, obviously, because of the freely permeable nature of the cell wall and the semi-permeable nature of the cell membrane. So the second question is, which is not true regarding the stomata? Option A, they are Turgor operated valves. Option B, they have differently thickened walls in guard cells. Option C, they operate when the osmotic pressure of guard cells decreases. And option D, they show SCO2 active opening in CAM plants. The answer is C. Let's look at the third question. Translocation of sugar in flowering plants occurs in the form of option A, maltose. Option B, glucose. Option C, sucrose. So the answer is option C, sucrose. So guys, this is the end of my presentation. I wish you all the very best for Neet. Please do not stress yourselves out. I know it's a very stressful period. I know that all of you are hectic and stressed right now, but please don't lose focus. If you really want your seat in MPBS, you've got to work really hard. You have to stay focused, but please don't overstress yourself. It's not going to work. I highly recommend you do some physical exercise as well, along with your Neet preparation. So thank you so much for this. Bye guys, see you next year. I hope in the same college itself. So this is Alvin Sunny. I'm signing off.